What up, database? David07 here. Today I'm doing another real security guard because I am now a security guard. Analyze some videos off of YouTube with some encounters and see how it was handled. So today once again we're gonna be looking at two clips. That's because I don't have a lot of time tonight. So without further ado, let me roll the clip. Just a fair warning, a lot of these can contain strong language. So viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, the security guard's attacking him, and he doesn't want. I guess he didn't like it. No, he wasn't trying to leave. He was trying to say sorry to the guy, but they were like arguing. Huh? Yeah, we're on the phone with the police right now. Alright, thank you so much.
He's not trying to take off, bro. Give me the keys. He's giving up to me, bro. That's my phone. We'll get it. Nah, bro. You guys don't do that shit, nigga. I'm fucking young. You guys can't be tackling me like that. I'm giving them my ID. I'm gonna get my keys. Hey, Smurf, come here, bro.
We gotta go.
Smurf! Nah, bro. That's
Send you the video, bro.
I'm gonna fucking tell my freedom and I tell him I'm sorry. You are my only guard. That's why I told you, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't even do it.
Hey, sir, there was no point in tackling him like that.
I was told to detain him.
No, that's not detaining.
He can record. No,
Yeah,
why not? Why not? No, my friend. It's private property.
No, I don't think so. What's going on with the media right now? We should be able to record.
Check it out.
We should be able to record. I don't think so, my friend.
Oh yeah? Check it out. Check it out. Okay.
No.
Ya.
It's private property.
Calmados, ya.
We do gotta record, bro.
No, you don't. It's private property.
What's going on with the media right now? We gotta record. This is a perfect example of what I've been seeing.
I'm gonna get the sheriffs here, and when they tell you it's private property, you can't record. You can't record on private property.
Yeah, right.
Tell them they can't record on private property.
We got the video.
It's against the law. Property, okay? We have the right to tell you.
Recording because this
You guys have the video.
That's the one that trataron como mierda.
Check it out. This is on the manager right now. This is my shit.
Yeah, bro.
I came out to try to figure out what's going on.
No point in tackling me, bro. No point in tackling me.
Calm down. Check it out. I understand. Calm down.
Quédate aquí ya.
Yeah, you guys gotta stop recording on private property. We have that right to tell you guys that. Even when the sheriff's office is gonna come and tell you, they're gonna tell
I'll
you.
wait for the sheriff's office to
Okay,
come.
that's fine. You can do that, okay?
I will.
But we are gonna tell you too.
All right.
Okay, and that will be destroyed as well.
Okay, I'm sure.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Piensa que porque traes su uniforme ya es chat.
Bro, this was a security guard. I hear acting like a
Hey,
dog.
I'm gonna.
Go stop him. You good, bro? You good? All right.
Háblale, pendejo, dame mi teléfono, güey, si vas a hacer mi mierda, güey.
Hey, I gotta take pictures. This property.
Okay, I had to read the description to really get any context to what's going on. So apparently the guy on the ATV, he crashed into his friend's Charger, and then these security guards pulled up apparently, and they try to say, oh no, he's my friend, and then and he said, show me ID or I will detain you. Alright, so the name of this one was, like security guard thinks he's a cop. If you think you're a cop, buddy, you're dead wrong. Wrong. In fact, that's actually the first thing they teach you in training is that is that you are not a policeman. You do not have the same authority as policemen. And these guys apparently appear to be armed security guards. Now, one thing I failed to mention in my last video is that some security guards, depending on what side and what you're told to do, you actually can detain people and then just call the police. I failed to mention that in my last video, but and this whole time he's telling him not to record. Too bad, buddy. That recordings like a security guard is protected by First Amendment. You may not like it, but unfortunately it's protected by that. They cannot force you to stop filming. And I know security guards, they do not like it. They don't really like being recorded. I've heard some of them will just shine a flashlight at the camera, but it doesn't really do anything. But you cannot put your hands on somebody for that. And I don't think not showing ID was a reason for detainment. I think, if I remember correctly, at least where I work, you cannot ask somebody for ID. That's the police's job. Unless say you're at a club or like something along the lines of that, and you're checking people in. That's pretty much the only time I don't think they have the right in this particular situation. Now, these guys certainly do look like cops. I won't give them that, but I doubt a police officer would have a black shirt and tan pants. So anyhow, there's a lot of questionable things, a lot of things that can happen, and they misuse their power. So anyhow, that's all I gotta say about that one. Next video.
I could have died.
He just asked you next to leave.
I asked you. I know you saw him.
Did you even fucking see what was going on? First off, he's a U.S. Army veteran. I served with him in Iraq. Good for you. You have no fucking respect. I do not respect you. You should respect me too. For what? He asked you nicely to leave. You guys refused.
Alright, but he could have just grabbed him by the arm and just held him.
Oh, you're talking. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. My mom did 3 years in Afghanistan too, bro. My mom did the same shit. Throwing that shit out there.
Proud of her son.
Proud of her son for what? I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't touch that guy. Did I touch him? I left, didn't I? Did not leave. Did I not walk over him? I went back for my buddy after you pushed the 17-year-old kid.
I'm talking to him. You're threatening to kill him.
Just get the fuck out of here. In the day, he's a man and he's a 17-year-old boy that got pushed off of a ledge.
If he got hurt, it would have been his ass, not him for not listening. He's a grown-up. He should know better.
That's the point, but it's my fault for like.
For not listening, but
yeah, I was trying to ask him nicely, but that's so bad. I could have just come on. You know, I'm sorry.
it's going cops right now.
I understand that. I could have just left, you know.
Okay. He says, like, the guard says, like, we asked United States to leave, and then they say no, we didn't. The video was not loud enough or clear on who's right, so I can't say anything on that matter. Really, only they know, so anyhow. And also, he pushed that kid off that ledge, which is not allowed. You cannot put your hands on anybody unless it's self-defense or you're detaining someone. And one thing on detaining, you cannot detain somebody unless they do something like, say, property damage or something like that in front of you. It has to be, you have to see it right in front of you. You can't just go off of what someone said for the most part anyway. Actually, no, you can't go off what someone said. I mean, you can go over and see. Now, if somebody did say, come over here, there's something happening, and you actually see it, then you can take action. But still, you cannot put your hands on somebody unless you're detaining someone, or if they attack, or unless it's defense when they attack you. This kid did not attack him, and since there was no justification, that is considered assault. And you can get in some pretty big trouble with that. So, and another thing is, if they refuse to leave, you should have just called the cops. I'm not siding with the guards, and I'm not siding with the kids, but I'm just analyzing it at the facts as they remain. So and they also, one kid mentioned about, like, you grab a shoulder and take us off. Can't do that either. Again, now there are some sites, sometimes it actually depends on what site you're actually at, that you can actually escort somebody out like that, but I don't know, I really don't know. But so anyhow, let's actually do a bonus clip today. All right, roll the bonus clip.
Confiscate these. You look at, I'll sue your ass. You have that or no? You can sue my ass. We can confiscate them. Let go of my fucking skater. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna fucking sue your ass. Have it. Have it. You think I'm gonna fucking hit you? Have it. Just give me my fucking skater. I'm confiscating. You're not confiscating bullshit. How much you wanna bet?
Why do you need to take it?
Yeah, why do you fucking take it? We're leaving. It's your fucking problem. You had the chance to do it. You gonna fucking hit me? Sucker.
Fucking hit you. You old fucking
you get the fuck out of my fucking face. Right now.
Want some? Come on. You're a fucking old man.
Do something.
You shouldn't be hitting a kid.
Do something.
Why are you fucking hitting a kid?
You're on private property.
Yeah, we said we
What, you wanna get fucking fired? See that? He did that just now? Prove it. He just fucking
shit was all there before.
I'll hit you again. Yeah, I'll fucking call the cops. I'm calling them now. Good. I'm fucking call these. There's witnesses to you hitting me. You're gonna call the cops? Yes. You're a fucking geezer. Holy fuck, bud. Trying to have some fun and shit. Joking around. Not on private property. Okay, so you come over here and fucking hit me? Because we're on private property? You grab that makes perfect. You have my property.
That ain't the fucking story.
That's over. You don't win.
Holy fuck, man. Yeah, I'm waiting here for the fucking cops.
Yes, I did, sir. I hit him. Yep, he's on private property. Right at the park, yeah. Skateboards. Scooters. Yes. Yep.
Okay, problems start with video starting out. He says, you know what the law is? I can confiscate these because you're on private property. Unfortunately, man, that's not allowed. Well, that's against the law. That is against protocol, and that is considered theft. And the fact that he just basically hit this kid, again, that's assault. He didn't attack you. You. And you're saying you can do it just because he's on private property. No. That doesn't make it okay. That is the worst excuse I've ever heard so far. And the fact, I find it actually kind of funny that he told the police that he hit somebody. Because once they see that footage, I don't think that guy's going to look like he's in the right at all. Unless the cop's a jerk, but I think I just find it funny that he actually confessed to that. And not to mention, alright, so I'm going to say this again. What you do when, let's say if they're trespassing on private property, as you claim they are, then, one, you go out there and you tell them that they need to leave. If they refuse to leave, you don't go ape crap and try to say take their skateboard, scooter, bike, or really anything, then hit them or try to forcefully remove them. You call the authorities if they refuse to leave and let the authorities deal with it. And not to mention, I can understand this guy thinks that he can actually intimidate these younger guys, and that is, in that type of mentality. While I see these security guards do it anyway, it's actually not allowed. In fact, what he's done is very unprofessional. Well, and it's just, I really hope this guy lost his job and was charged. So, this has been a Data 007 production.